My dear love, people make mistakes, and that's why they attach erasers behind pencils. But this isn't an excuse for justifying what I did to you. To be honest, I'm just a regular person who faces all the regular human issues of life. I'm not a superhero, neither am I perfect. But I do admit making big mistakes when it came to you. I lacked correct judgment of human behavior. I know you feel that I am perfect for you, or you used to think that way before I started completely ignoring you. I did that few times, and I think it was for you to see how imperfect and egotistical I really was, and how much patience you kept showing in someone who kept doing you wrong so many times. And eventually the patience ran out, because even I feel if someone had done to me what I did to you, then I won't have tolerated it even for a day. And you, my lady, took my bad attitude for so long. I never did what a real lover should have done. I was always so selfish, so self-centered. Though I hoped to be a humanitarian, but when it came to you, I didn't show even basic humanity. In my whole life, neither had I seen someone show so much patience and acceptance towards me despite my bad behavior, and neither I saw someone who then completely vanished from my periphery after I displayed the worst behavior ever. And yet I doubted that you don't love me for real when I was the one who was doing you wrong. And when I practically did nothing to prove my love towards you. The truth is, I thought I could run away from you. And now, after all this time has passed by, I'm still thinking about you. You saw so many wonderful qualities in me. You saw a savior in me. But the truth is that it was you who saved me. Because without you, I would have kept doing what I was doing, thinking that I was perfect and always right. And I would have gotten stuck into a never-ending loop of karmic baggage. But thanks to you, I came back into my senses. I lacked humility, and I also lacked compassion towards a beautiful woman with an equally beautiful heart who had mentioned her bad experiences and how hard it had been for her. Yet I acted in the same way like the rest of the bad guys she had met. That beautiful woman is you. You are a strong woman. That's why now you don't care about me. And I was a poor judge of someone's real character. The problem was truly with me, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with what you did. And I'm not even telling you to accept me without seeing a change in me. Without seeing a real change in me. Since I had never really met such an authentic person, I thought you could be pretending to be so nice. I did think, how can anyone be so perfect, so righteous in whatever she is doing? And I thought you needed my validation too. Maybe you needed my approval. I know you make mistakes too, but you were not stuck up like me and egoistic like me. You were always open to communicate with me, and you also were open to work things out with me. At the same time, you said that it's normal to fight for couples, it's normal to have problems. You told me many times that life can never be a bed of roses. We have to make the most out of whatever we have, and we have to be happy with what we have, because there are so many people on the planet who don't even get true love, and we do. So we should savor it, we should value it, and we should thank God for it. But all of that talk, it wasn't enough for me back then. You loved me despite our differences, but I wasn't bold enough. I lacked the courage. I was scared. I was scared of surviving. I was scared of other people. I could not make my own decisions. I needed hand holding, it seems. I had to cross check with other people. I had to talk with other people. I didn't communicate with you, and even when I did, it always backfired. Even when I wasn't the only person who did wrong to you, I still expected you to continuously express your love for me in action and in words. And I know I made you sick and tired of my ways. The separation between us is because of me, not because of you. And I am admitting it here. Though I blamed you again and again that you caused the fights always, but it was the other way round. I was the one who didn't understand you at all, and I didn't even make any effort to figure us out back then. My ego was so big that admitting my love for you also, like a gentleman, wasn't something I wanted to do. Because I also thought, what if you will reject me downright? What if you will dump me later on? I just selfishly kept thinking only about my feelings. My love had so many conditions. I never really thought what you would be going through or what would you feel. I admit I wasn't keeping your feelings. Forget about in priority, I wasn't even giving them a second chance. Even though I never openly or publicly talked about you to that many people, yet I was scared of embarrassing myself. I was competing with you. I was testing your strength, your relationship with God, your relationship with positivity. Because you always spoke about positivity and optimism. So I thought, okay, maybe she can show me. But I didn't say it out of love. I said it out of hatred. At that time, I did do it. It was a very horrible, inhuman way of testing someone's strength. And don't think I haven't been paying for my actions. I had to learn this way. I really had to learn this way. And it's good that we are away from one another, because just the way I hurt your self-respect, my ego was hurt constantly, and that taught me a big lesson. At least you kept our fights private and personal, but now I'm a joke in front of other people because of my wrongdoings. And I do deserve it all because I hurt a pure person like you, who despite her pain, loved me with all her heart. You weren't scared to show me your imperfections, but every time you tried to show me your imperfections, making me feel that it's all right to be somebody who's not perfect, to have these problems, I felt that you were rubbing it on my face that I'm imperfect for you. Of course, I was wrong to do that, to say that. You were so honest and truthful and sincere in saying what things were. You didn't cook up any stories, you didn't do any sugarcoating. It was very straightforward. And the only time I started realizing my mistakes was when I was far away from you. When you stopped communicating with me, when you blocked me energetically. Even though I tried to block you from the phone and block you from all the other places, boom, I would see you in my dreams. How was that even happening, I would think? Of course, I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, then I won't have hurt you so much and so many times. If I was a superhero, your knight in shining armor, then I would have magically made everything all right. I would have fixed everything instantly. But as you can see, I'm not able to do so. Which speaks volume about me being so powerless and so helpless that now I seek forgiveness from you. Please forgive me. Because if you will forgive me, then this whole baggage, it will go away. It will ease out. I know I did you wrong, very, very wrong, but I also will do you right, and I will be what you want me to be, and I will do that. I will be a good man. I will be a good life partner, a good lover, a good husband. I will be loyal. I will always be by your side. I had such an ego that I was completely blocked out from the truth. And now, after such a long time has passed by, it has taught me the biggest lesson, that true love is beyond time and space. And I was so not in faith, not in trust. I used to get hurt by your point blank honesty. Now, everything that you said in retrospection, and when obviously I introspect, it all makes sense to me. I never met anyone who was as honest as you about everything. I was used to diplomacy and people always being nice on the face, and I ended up doing the same thing, which used to really make me feel guilty, and it used to really hurt me. Why am I not able to say things to people? Or why am I can't express myself in a clear way? So you being so expressive and honest and straightforward and living your truth, it used to trigger me a lot. I also wanted to express myself, be honest, be truthful, but I felt that it was not conducive to the environment that I was in. In fact, sometimes I wondered for hours thinking about you as to how you could be so expressive. You told me that we are similar, that we are alike. And I felt that too. But I still wondered how you could express yourself with so much ease. And yes, I do wonder about you for hours. And I have been doing it more so lately, because you haven't tried to communicate with me since a long time now. It makes me want to find out more about you. Your silence is making me feel more and more that I want to talk to you in person, but I don't know if that would put us back into the same old grind. Same old, same old. I'm just fearful about that. So I have nothing better to do but to check you out on social media, because obviously we can't just, we can, I know, but it did hurt me a lot when I saw your picture with some other guy, or could be a friend, but I also picture in my mind these days you with another person, another guy, better than me, more mature maybe, because I'm sure now you find me to be so immature. I don't know if you're just hanging out with friends or dating someone or you're engaged with someone, but seeing you happy with someone else doesn't make me happy. In fact, now I feel strongly that I do deserve you. At one point in time, I used to think that I'm not the right person for you at all, and you would be better off and you will be happy with someone else. But now I feel that I deserve you so much. And probably I am the only right person for you. I am the one for you. We were always so mean to each other, despite the love we felt deep in our hearts. But sometimes things just happen like that, I guess. I remember you told me once that couples who fight a lot actually love each other a lot. And I just hope that we won't fight again anymore. But now I feel that it's absolutely normal. And to think that you were not being truthful and sincere was my mistake. I regret it. Now I feel that I wish we could fight again like how we used to. You always said that, you always told me that whatever you felt about me, you would tell me with so much ease. And all I wanted to fight about or for was the question that, do you even love me for real? Because if you say that we are so similar and so alike, then why would we would still be so different, and still why would we fight? If we are the same people, as you said once to me, that we are similar people with similar mindsets, then I would think that why then we are so angry at one another. I was never able to say that in your face to you that you hurt my male ego. I didn't even know that it was the ego that was coming in between us all the time. The problem was that you always forgave me and you took me back in your life. And at that point in time, I didn't understand the value of what you were doing the way I understand it now. My male ego was so precious to me at that time. But I see the goddess in you. I see the beauty in you. I see the wonderful person you are. The wonderful things that you're doing in life for yourself. Do I even stand a chance, I wonder? Will I even get a chance? Who's gonna give a chance to a person who did you so wrong? Why would you? If you're so smart, why would you give me any chances? I don't deserve it, I guess. But I also love you the most, and I love you a lot. And I'm imperfect, and I've made many mistakes. But loving you is definitely not a mistake, and I know that now.